Hello everybody and welcome back to another round here at IMS. We are at one of F1's most famous tracks, Spa-Francorchamps. We have a full 22 driver grid here, which hopefully will be leading us to lots of action. Now, with pretty much all drivers out on track to begin their first initial flying laps, it'll definitely be question to see who will be taking the provisional top spot. There's already invalidations coming around for drivers like Hacker was on an outlap, luckily enough for them. Forrester, one of the first few drivers to be setting a lap time, so they'll be setting the bar for everybody else to be following. As I can't find the Cadillac for some reason. Ussh is one. It's Ted in front of Forrester. So Forrester will be the first driver to set an initial lap time for everybody else to have a look at. We are restarting after this race. Alright, that's some very good information to know actually. So Forrester will come across the line now with a 48.6. Looking to improve on that lap time. Newt provisional fast with a 44.3. Wad's just 3 tenths per hour with a 44.8. Murasaki a 45.0. Jones Palmer a 44.2. Very nicely done there. RBN slips into P4 with a 44.9. Got a lot of drivers finishing their lap times now. Rizzler a 45.0 as well. Half a tenth ahead of Murasaki. Bulldog also a 45.0. PWJones a 45.1. Weber jumps up to P4 with a 44.8. Poly just behind you with a 44.5. Sprint already looking so close together. EJ with a 45.1 as well. This is looking very, very close, but we still have lots of drivers left to do a lap time. She's going to be the first at this little pack to set their initial banking laps. AQA is very far behind the rest of this pack. Ted is another driver to be looking out for. Ussh though is going to cross the line. P2 with a 44.4. Very nicely done. Now Hako is going to come across the line. P15 with a 46.4. Ted going to be the next driver who hasn't set a lap time to be beginning to set one. Offline did just cross the line to begin their flying lap time. A little bit of losing it there on exit for Ted. Jumping P11 with a 45.0 as well. A lot of drivers in this 45.0 range. Swift and AQ both invalidating their lap times. They won't be happy with that. Offline's the only driver now out on track who hasn't set a lap time that has the ability to do so. Offline, purple sector 1, we could be seeing a nice lap here from the Haas driver. But well, the question is, did they burn all of their ERS in this initial sector? Yeah, I didn't think it would be Sammy out because Bulldogger was late joining. I thought you'd be the only one without. See a lot of drivers diving into the pit lane now. Drivers offline, please. Oh, boom. Hello, Willa. How you doing, man? So offline, one of 3 drivers left out on track, coming through the bus stop chicane now with a purple sector 1. Where will this put them compared to the rest of the grid? Provisional fast with a 44.2, jumping ahead of Palmer. What a lap there. That's something to be very much proud of. Now, drivers are going to be leaving the tracks to begin their second or initial lap times. So this could be something. But with Offline taking provisional pole by mere thousandths of a second, it will be something to be keeping an eye out for, as we could have one hell of a battle at the top here. Now, drivers were talking about their PBs. It was being said that drivers will be maybe braking into the mid to low 33s. So, it looks like there's still time and room for improvement on these drivers, and that doesn't account for any slipstreams that would be given through helpful teammates, as we have seen it happen before in other divisions, and I believe we've seen it here as well. So it's definitely something that we need to be having an eye out for. Newt, though, is going to be beginning the first of this group to begin their next flying lap time. This, we're going to be hoping to find any bit of improvement they can. To jump up this order. Coming around sector 1 now, what will the improvement be? It's not an improvement, but they may have just saved a bit more ERS for the rest of the sectors. I'm trying to deal with so much stuff at once. This is very confusing. Alright, there we go. Weber as well, Wads, lots of drivers. You're going to see pretty much everybody but Magnussen setting a lap time. Magnussen has been given a quali ban for impeding at Silverstone, so they'll be serving at this race. Weber with what looks to be Palmer right behind, so luckily nothing going on there. Weber going to come through sector 1 now. Provisionally P6 is up 2 tenths in their lap time. This could be a monstrous lap, which we are seeing here. Newt, though, is going to be the first driver we're looking at. Coming through the bus stop chicane now, drivers diving out of the way to not impede, almost invalidating there, pretty much jumping over the curb. Newt, what time will it be? Will it be an improvement? No, it will not be. Just not enough for them to improve. Poly as well, looking to improve Weber. You can see on the map just how clustered these drivers are. Ward's now going to be one of the next drivers to coming across the line, about to reach the bus stop chicane now. Going to have to try and fly through. Oh, goes very deep there. That's not going to be good. Going to come across the line now. They still improve over to P6 with a 44.6. Well, that's definitely not the lap time that they were looking for. Weber now flying down to the bus stop chicane, going to burn every little bit of ERS they have left. Making the bus stop chicane nice and smoothly as Palmer has disconnected. Bulldog jumps up to P3 with a 44.3. Weber going to cross the line. Does not improve their position. They do up into P7 with a 44.6. Going to be a lot of drivers coming across the line now as well. Going to be very difficult. As we've now had EJ jumping up the order. Rick coming around the bus stop chicane now, looking to jump up Swift up into P15 with a 45.1. Rick with a 45.0. That is very nicely done. Very nicely there. A lot of drivers. Poly jumping up to P5. Ussh, though, does go provisional fast with a 44.2. Very nice lap there from the Cadillac drivers. So now you can see how close these top drivers are to each other, separated by mere tenths of a second. Ted. Oh. Ted jumps up as you said. Jumps all the way up into P10. Now, with the 44.8, this grid is so close together. And your driver's still on a lap time. Mate, one of the very few drivers looking to improve on a lap time. Drivers diving into the pit lane now. Going to come across the line. Mate will not improve the position. Stays P17. There's still time for improvement. AQ still hasn't set a lap time in this qualifying session. But will this one be enough? Coming across the line now, what will it be? P10 with a 44.8. Gonna have to try and find time in there. The Division 2 driver will be looking to set a very nice lap time. I believe we're gonna see pretty much everybody diving into the pit lane now. Gonna be very few on a lap time. I believe Hacko is. Charlotte Perkins has decided to crack out of her lap time. Forrestal on a lap time now. Hacko does dive into the pit lane. Charlotte just diving out of the way. Not trying to create a way where they could impede somebody. Forrestal. Are they out of fuel? No. That's what I'm seeing there. Now, whoever it was, the first two drivers to be out on track to begin their final flying lap. So they will be setting the bar for the rest of the drivers to follow. Offline, who almost is on provisional pole, still Ussh taking it there. He's going to want to try and take that top spot back. I don't know if Palmer is back in. I don't even know if I've got them added, do I? No, I don't. I do not have Palmer added, so I can't even get back in. Bulldogger shot up the order. Coming close to the end half of qualifying. Is now looking to cement themselves in the position they are in. 2 tenths ahead of P5. So they're going to have their eyes set out on the drivers in front. We still have one final lap to go. These drivers still have time, and there's definitely always room for improvement on a lap time. Nobody's ever perfect. For us to retire, so they are not going to set another lap time. But still, your provisional pole sitter, Ussh, nor has Palmer left the pit lane. As I say that, Palmer is coming out now. So is Ussh. Charlotte retires as well. She doesn't think she can improve on her lap time. You can see now, every driver, bar 2 people who can set a lap time and are out on track. Mate now is the final driver who isn't out on track who can set a lap time. Mate must have given up on their qualifying and is now looking to maybe give Ussh that bit of a tow, but Wads and Weber are going to be some of the first drivers. Murasaki is actually as well just behind Wads here, so might be trying to get some sort of slipstream from the senior team at Red Bull. Now, Wads really looking to push a 2 thousandths of a second improvement would put them ahead of Weber, but is Wads improving? They are not through Sector 1. That is not good. It's definitely not the news you want to be seeing. Weber, are they improving on their lap time? Yes, they are. 2 thousandths of a second. Bulldogger is down in Sector 1. There is still time, though. Improvement can be found in the weirdest of corners. Murasaki's up over a 10th in Sector 1. So that's definitely something to be keeping an eye out on. Maxon is out on track. Might be trying to give Rick that bit of a tow. Looking to be the best teammate they can, even with this quali ban. Poly now beginning their lap time as we jump over to Wads. Flying through by the exit Sector 2 here. What will it be? They are up just over half tenths. Murasaki's up 3 tenths. Wow. Big jump there. Webber, what are you up? 3/10 as well. This could be some massive improvements on the lap time. Bulldogger is still down. Maybe they've saved just that extra ERS for this final sector 3. ERS literally means everything here, as you've normally burnt it all in the first few sectors. Wads coming through the bus stop chicane now, looking to jump ahead of Webber. What will it be as they cross the line? P5. What about Burasaki? P12 for them. Webber looking to improve and jump back ahead of Wads. Will it be? Yes, it will be a P5 for them. Bulldogger doesn't improve on that position, but still P4. Nicely done from them. Offline couldn't improve on their lap time. It's now up to Ussh. If Ussh hopes Palmer doesn't improve, but they are up a 10th in Sector 1. Palmer, it's all on them now. With Ussh not improving, we could see a Williams on pole here. Newt coming across the line now. What will it be? It will not be an improvement from them. Still drivers. RBN coming across the line now, glitching there for the Red Bull. P9 just behind their teammate. Very nicely done. Rick, who got the toe, still improves. That's a 4/10 improvement to chuck him up into P9, a 44.6. Very nicely done. There, Max did everything they could to benefit their teammate. Ussh up a 10th in Sector 2. We could be seeing something very, very nice emerging here. 2 drivers left to battle for pole position here. But Palmer's going to have to find 7/10 of a second. And that is if Ussh doesn't improve. Flying through the bus stop chicane now. Ussh going to cross the line. Does improve. A 44.1. Does Palmer have it in them? 2/10 up in Sector 2. But do they have it in them to find the time needed? Palmer coming across the line now. A 43.9. The first driver to break into the 43. 1 driver left down track. And oh! Oh, Mate AI gets in the way of AQ. And AQ doesn't improve. Wow, that will definitely be some words said around. But as we know, there is a urge to put in the Ussh in. We are restarting after this, but Palmer does take pole here. Very nicely done from them. Offline look to take it, but may have just set their personal best a bit too early. Still P3 for them with a full grid. Only Maxim with the quali band didn't set a quali time. Now, as I will quickly leave you, we have a race restart, so do not worry when everybody starts flying and killing each other. Do not worry about it. I will be right back.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
So, with the lobby restart being in place, I believe we actually have to leave. If I'm not mistaken, I should have. I can't even leave. Brilliant. So, with the lobby restart being in place, this lap will not matter at all. So, as I still cannot leave the session, this is brilliant here. Welcome, Nank. I do not recognize his name. Apologies. That's some. Look at the parking. Look at the Red Bull. Oh, that's some brilliant parking there. I still can't leave unless you want me. Unless I'm restarting the game, which I'm not risking. Do I have to actually restart my game? Okay, in position. Everybody's left. So can I leave, please, game? Because I don't want to restart. We've one driver left in it. I think it's mate. Error. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Can finally get into. Waiting for Ferrari. Ferrari continues to disappoint. Nah, it's fine. It's Spa. It's gonna be carnage. As long as you doesn't really matter where you qualify. As long as you qualify somewhere good, you're fine. I love I couldn't leave. I was just stuck there. What did you want a 1-2? P5 and P6 kind of underwhelming. It's still good though. I mean, AQ's licensed too, so AQ's it's just based off license. AQ's in a division above what they have said they should race in, so it's not even like they're doing bad. I don't know what Bulldog's license is, to be honest. Alright. Such a nice chat, no shit talkers. Very nice. Okay, let me get the... That's a language I do not understand. Alright, there we go. Supposed to be second best team with potential to be the best. Let's see. See, I'm gonna need some context because I'm because I don't want to like who I'm only gonna try and pronounce your full name. Yeah, you cannot pay me to try and pronounce your full name. That is too confusing. All right. Yeah. Ian, I'm still trying to figure out how to pronounce your name, to be honest. Anaka Leo. I got no idea, to be honest. Yeah. There we go. Just jump to spectator mode. Game. Damn it, it broke. Oh, sad. Alright, let me just... Anybody... What? Bro trying to get banned? No, I'm not trying to do anything. I have not done a single thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Sammy, you didn't see anything. Why am I mentioned? Why not? Why not? Simple. My rebuttal, why not? I might just like stop playing. Ooh, I might just stop playing Clash Royale or something. Oh my. Anyway, so still missing 4 drivers. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 5. I can't count. Wait. Oh, because Swift hasn't picked a seat. Fair enough, like you must get what? What the hell is Weber put? What did Weber put? Excuse me. He has to be in the server to be seeing this, but that is I don't unless I want the Twitch to get banned. I don't think I should repeat this. But yeah, can we speed it up, please? I want to watch. I don't think I'll be able to go watch the football. Sad. Is Forrester not in yet? RP. No, he is in. Forrester's in. Who are we missing? Missing RBN and missing Jacko. Alright, we're missing Jacko. Actually, you know what? How much is it to gift 100 subs? Why is WOD spent over £400 on gifting subs? What's okay? £400. Bro, I can buy so much stuff with £400. Hey, he's in. Find out that what? I like completely out of the blue. What? Still need Swift and Jacko. Right. Well, yeah. If we just ready up. There we go. We're ready up now. Jacko's ready up. Alright, finally. Finally, we are getting in to begin this race now. 22 laps around one of the longest circuits on the F1 calendar. And we have a brilliant mix here today. So, actually, you know what? I will do a little bit of investigation with. So, I love how I've just gone completely silent. So we have had 3 different winners in the 4 rounds we've had. Ussh has gone back to back last 2 weeks now. Can they make it a 3-peat? Palmer will they be able to take the top step? The other driver, Mako, still is not racing, which is not what you want to be seeing. Ideal strategy is most probably a hard medium, because the hard lasts so long where you can just pretty much stretch it out till lap 16. And you go on the mediums and push them to the end. But of course, with this being a league, with it being a league race, incidents happen and safety cars can come out. Starting on the hards is very risky. As if there is, there you go, an early safety car, your strategy's gone. Boom, out the bin, ruined. So, do you want to play risky and start on the hards, like RBN is doing, or do you want to play it safe? Start on the mediums, or sort of completely throw me, of course, and start on softs, which was an AQA doing. AQ. Charlotte also onto the hard. Charlotte also playing the risky strategy. We live? So, a lot of drivers switching to the hards. As I just said, hards will last, even on controller, which I am myself, last pretty much to the end of the race. So, hards is a strategy where it is about thing. Oh, football. Yeah, I'm gonna miss football unless we have just the race gets cancelled. But anyway, that's not the focus now. Palmer on the hards. We're gonna have a lot of drivers really risking it, as they are hoping for there not to be a safety car before the switch over to the mediums happen. But with this pack being so close together, with these drivers qualifying so close together, mediums is the safer option. Because if there is a safety car in your hards, let's say all the medium runners are pit, it's just the hard runners. Oh, so we go to 5 red lights. And away we go. 4 the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix. Palmer gets a very, very nice start. Ussh really can't do much about it. Gonna try and take it round the outside the long way around. Gonna have to be very, very careful. AQ's disconnected, and that's the drive around. That's Rizzler. Rizzler is spun round down into the back of the pack now in turn 1. Ussh though right upon the diffuser of Palmer. Palmer really gonna have to try and defend hard, but here comes Offline. Look at getting a much better run than the two drivers in front. Woods also getting a much better exit than Poly. Palmer really trying to force Ussh onto the grass. Big contact there. Ussh into the wall. Ussh is out of the race. Oh my days. Palmer not leaving the space. Puts Ussh into the wall. And that's a VSC. Oh my god. Offline now leading. Oh my days. So many drivers up and down the order. What is Rick's EA? Tell Rick to add me. You should know my EA. Rick gets a 10-second time penalty. I thought they disconnected. Huh? Rick has disconnected. How has Rick got a 10 second? I don't know if Rick had it. Was left. What the hell? What's happening? Rick did disconnect? Well, I don't have Rick added. You just saw my thing there. Do you know, you should know my, do you not know my EA? Macam, you know my EA, right? Offline's really grouping up the pack here. They are the lead car in the VSC, so they do pick the pace. What is P2? But disconnected. What has happened there? Palmer does power off wing damage. Doesn't look like they do, even DNF with Ussh DNFing, they still don't have wing damage. But with green flag racing once again, Offline will be taking us as we now go. Palmer is going to have to try and look to get past Wad's AI as soon as possible. And that is Ted trying to look down the inside of Newt. Very deep there. Someone's onto the gravel. That's Poly. Webber goes deep. Poly onto the gravel. Much worse exit for Poly. Ted now down, coming through a rouge. He's going to try and make it 3 wide. Oh my days. Up Radion now. What a move by Ted and Newt. Flying past Poly, making it 3 wide, but they had the confidence to stick it. Now Webber trying to pressure RBN, looking to the inside now. Does decide to back out of it, trying to go for that lift. Offline now leading by 1.5 seconds. That is the start they wanted to be seeing. YYL stops. Rick now being overtaken as Magnuson's gone off track now. Rick still needs to add me. You should AQA down at the back of the grid after serving the drive-throughs. Oh, Rizzles into the wall. And that's another VSC in bolt. And now Wad's AI has been overtaken. What happened to Ussh? So Ussh had a massive run. Palmer tried to force him onto the grass, but Ussh didn't want to go to the grass. He was turning. As Palmer was like at an angle. We're pushing Ussh onto the grass. Ussh was turning to not be on the grass. Then Palmer just Gasly move. Oh, this is crazy. We already got 2 DNFs and we're on lap 2. I think I'm missing the football, guys. Seriously though. People, you need to add me. If you want to be in the lobby, you need to add my EA, please. Like, I know Wad's discount. Wait, I've got Wad's EA. What am I doing? Rick, someone needs to give Rick my EA. I can get them back in. AQ, Ussh, Rick, there is Rick. Rick's online. There we go. Jeez. Rick is online. We are green flag racing once again. Palmer is going to be on the prowess of Offline in front. These VSCs have very much helped the medium runners here, as now Murasaki has spun round and is now all the way back as Wads left again. AQ is back in the lobby now. Ted up into P4 now after just getting past RBN. They are now going to be looking. These medium runners are going to be challenging, maybe to push for the lead. As who's that in the pit lane now? If I can flick to it, it's Maxon with going for a fresh wing. Now, Ted has got an Audi right from the tree. The Audi does have less drag, but I do not know if that will show any performance as Wad has just fallen back behind the pack here. Oh, whoa, whoa, big contact there. Jack, something just happened there. As Swift flies past 2 of them down the inside. Formula Royale. Loving that. Now, Mate and Webber looking a lot slower than they were in qualifying. Something's going on here. I will quickly send out invites once again. Rick. Wads isn't online. Oh, okay, brilliant. Wads isn't online. Okay, I can't invite someone who's not online. Offline still holding a nice lead, and with those mediums, it'll be a lot easier for them. He's joined though. Invite Wads. I don't. Wads is offline. Wads is offline. Where's? I don't know if they've come online just now. No, they're still offline. Wads is offline. I've got too many friends to be searching through Wads, especially when they're at the bottom. I don't want to miss something. The content has to be found. But Ted looking to send it around the outside of Bulldogger. The side back out of it. Ted recently switched to no assists. Even no line, so it's definitely been a challenge for them offline. Fastest lap of the race. But Ted's looking, even with no assists, looking to have good pace. So many disconnects. What the hell is happening? Weber. Murasaki's out as well. Why are people disconnecting? Was. Okay, I don't know. Weber's not there. Oh, Migrating Coast. What the hell? We got a safety car. What? Oh, I missed it. God damn it. We are DNFing. Lobby restart. We are restarting once again. Wow. This has been absolute carnage. So offline, still leading the race. We'll take it. And Ted up into P3 now after getting past Bulldogger. We now have a double Haas podium, which is looking like on the cards. Now, drivers, please DNF from the race. Your position will be saved. So, don't need to worry about that. Peak. This has not been peak. Brother, this has not been peak. I've been trying to invite people, but then I'm missing action, and then I'm trying to invite people, then I'm missing action. Like, it's not working. I'll be ending it. DNFing. Can we just please? There we go. People offline. Offline. You surely see everybody saying DNF. Please, people, DNF from the race. Low key peak. I don't know if this is low key peak. Thank you, Ussh. Hopefully, everybody will DNF. So, I am the fifth driver in this new lobby. Hell yeah, I'm not even a driver. So, AQ needs to be in. Force needs to be in. Low key peak. I know, I already read that. Offline needs to be in. Ted needs to join. Wads needs to be in here. Ooh, I just punched myself on my days. Swift needs to be here. Who else needs to be in here? AQ's in here. I already sent. Michael's not racing. Offline sent. Ted's been sent. Rick. Wads already been sent. Rizzler. I don't know if Rizzler will be racing again, but sent them anyway. And that's everybody who's online that I have added, because I'm sorry, but I'm not sifting through my offline friends. So, from the sounds of it, we're using quali orders, which means that all the work that both Hasses have just done is thrown into the bin. Because Offline was leading the race, Ted was P3, and now their work is pretty much in the bin, which is understandable because we had a lot of drivers DNFing and disconnecting due to some stuff. I don't know if Ussh will be racing because they had a lap one. They literally DNF with Palmer down. Literally the first main straight. This is so we're still missing a good few drivers now. I don't think Ussh's DNF wasn't like a purposeful one, so he might not give it. I don't know if Ussh will race, to be honest. So, I'm not going to have anything to do for a little bit. So, anybody got any questions or just anything, really? Because I am really bored out, alright. So, she's got Forrest's got bad internet, Webb's got bad internet, Watts has got bad internet, Swift, Murasaki, Offline, and Bulldogger. Everybody else is pretty much brilliant. Ussh is looking good, Polly's looking good, Rick's looking good, even though the DNF Jacko is not looking good, but I think Jacko, if I'm not mistaken, is Australian. Don't quote me. Please don't quote me. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Don't. No, please. Who are we missing now? Hacker needs to pick Polly, so that's what. Oh, we're missing the other. McLaren. Why did we restart? 6 people disconnected, Gene. The first restart was because of I think it was some mistake Ussh made, and then 6 people DNF, so Ussh made another restart. This has been absolute carnage. Yeah. Ussh is going to be racing. Okay. Oh, PWJones, that's the best I forgot to invite. Yeah, that's my fault. So who are we waiting to pick a seat? Polly just picked the seat. Alright, let's go. Everybody's back in for another restart. Here at PolyTromp. Now, only 4 laps were completed. So, per IMS rules, we are doing the whole race once again. Drivers will be put in their qualifying positions, which means Ted's brilliant start of going from P12 to P3 is just deleted. Both Audis in? Yeah, both Audis are in. I'll be in a Newt. We have a full grid, Gene, so don't need to worry. Both I yeah, we're gonna have a Gene now. So, are you already up, please, people? I love like I can't see Division 1 announcements, so I can't tell what time we're ready up at. So if somebody who has access to Division 1 chat, if you could just tell me with the time or just like the minute of what we're ready up at, so I don't just do what I just did and be in race director while the race was going to begin. Because luckily enough, I just spammed B, but still, I don't think anybody wants to be in that situation. Oh. Maybe don't call them stupid just because they're Italian. Okay, we need to keep an eye on Ussh now. Ussh has just told Palmer. It's still going to be 22 laps? Yes, it will be. Because per the IMS rules, the restart, it was only 4 laps before the restart, so we're just redoing the entire race. So, something I need to keep an eye on. Ussh will straight line Palmer, which will be a brilliant sight to see. I love Xbox runners. I love how, like, in every other division, there's no Xbox runners. It's like we're a TV show. like cut to the end. It's brilliant there. It's like what's it? I was just saying it. We're in a TV show and it's like they leave it on a cliffhanger. Qualifying finish. Just are we gonna be watching Tier 1 Carnage? Tune in next episode to find out. Where did Aldi quali? I'll pull up race director. So you can see Ussh getting lucky today. I mean, it is Palmer's fault. The incident looked like Palmer's fault. Squeezing, Palmer left a cars with, and as Ussh came alongside, Palmer just started squeezing them. Newt winning it all. Well, Newt is in P8. So, could be. So I'm guessing everybody should run mediums. I think with how much VSCs we just had, and the amount of carnage, would be the right idea, in my opinion, to go mediums. People still going hard. Weber, you got OD. Weber lost like 3 laps, lost like 3 positions on the start, and is still having the balls to go hard. I just know I applaud. Oh, that's the wrong button, and now we can see Twitch chat. IMS GTV. Alright, there we go. So, if somebody could please tell me who has access. I bought like 10 of these singing Darwin Eunice plushies since the one you safe to say she was not thrilled. Murasaki DC, invite please. Do I have Murasaki added? I don't. I don't have Murasaki added. By the way, can somebody tell me what minute we're running up at? Alright, we should be beginning soon. I'm just gonna... Okay. Thank you for telling me, by the way, Sammy. We should restart? Thank you for telling me that, Sammy. I actually didn't even know that. Let's just... Oh, okay. Sweet. Now go to 5 red lights. And we are away on this restart. Palmer not getting a good restart as previously. Ussh gets a brilliant restart. Now, coming across through turn 1. Ussh going to have the outside line. Brilliant set through offline. Still up into P3. That's an Audi going very, very deep there. Nobody being taken out turn 1 here now. But Ussh is now leading. Palmer trying to take it around the outside. Coming through a Rouge. Not unable to get it done. It's the opposite of what it was on the previous restarts. Oh, that looked like a driver spun round. That's Rizzler. Rizzler spun round 3 wide now. Ussh, offline and PolyTromp, all flying past Palmer. Look at the congestion here. Offline, going to look down the inside of Ussh. Load a wheel to a contact. Oh, that's Wads. Wads almost spinning round there. Offline takes the lead in this race, and we're in a virtual safety car. Oh my days. Oh, Palmer had hard, no wonder. Wads, big spin there. Should have put the Ferrari 1-2 just for the So, Rick losing down 2 positions at the start. Max are making up 1. Murasaki will not be joining back, so we don't need to worry about them. They did just say that. So, Offline gets a brilliant start up 2 positions. Palmer with the worst, down 3. So, these hard runners will be hoping that there's a lot less VSCs than there are. Or even a safety car could ruin the race. Ted still getting a nice start, not as good as it was previously. Trying to carve their way back up the pack. Haas go to start again. Haas is go to with the start. Now, Forrestal getting sent on down the inside by Magson. Magson's going to be on a massive charge to make up any positions they can after receiving their quali ban. Now, you can see the amount of massive pack that is forming. Newt looking round the outside of Palmer. Palmer, it's not sticking with all bit of contact there. That's Poly making contact. Ted's not going to squeeze their way up into P6 now. Offline setting the fastest lap of this race as Ted looks to send it down the inside of Newt. Coming through into turn 1 now. Both medium runners. There's no grip advantage here. Ted, the newly no assist runner, is looking to make a statement here at Spa. Unable to get the exit that Newt had. And he's going to have to concede position. Yellow flag round. That's Rizzler spun round now. Down into P22. Spun turn 1. Now you can see, look at Rick right on the diffuser of RBN. Going to take it round the outside. Got to be very, very careful to leave enough space. Rick does leave enough space. RBN almost forces the acid driver wide and off track. Rick does get the move though. Very nicely done there. Oh, at this rate, Forrestal, if we see Forrestal points, we celebrate. Anyway, Offline still leading, but has Ussh, who has overtake mode, beginning to pressure them. Both of them are on mediums. The two drivers behind are on hard, which definitely does make a difference. Ted still pressuring on the rear of Newt. Rizzler off track once again. Rizzler's definitely not having a race. But they want 1-2 Poly, and it was going side by side. Poly really trying to get past the Red Bull, as that's a big lag there from Wads, as I thought Poly was going for the move there. Weber is going side by side with Rick there. Wads looking so bad with their internet. It's definitely going to be a bit of a hazard for the other drivers. Weber though, looking to get past Poly. Passing back to the leaders. Offline still has a nice little lead, as Palmer sends him round the outside of Bulldog, and now going to be the inside line. Up into P3 now, really trying to recover as many positions as they can. Rick up into P9 now. RBN into the pit lane, as they just drive into the pit lane, and they are retiring. Something must be going on for RBN, as Ted now sends down the inside of Newt. Same as last lap. Can Ted get the exit though? Burning everything they have. Coming through Eau Rouge now. Down Eau Rouge, up through Radion now. Bit of contact there. Still more contacts. Oh, Newt almost wheel locking with Ted there. Newt though does have the RS. He's going to fly past Ussh. Takes the lead of the race. Now Rick overtakes Poly up into P8 now. Max is still trying to carve the way through the pack to get into point scoring positions. Remember, P12 is the lowest point scoring position, which AQ's in right now. Forrestal and Rizzler battling it out now, as Offline trying to stick with Ussh. You can't say that, Gene. That is that's your driver. Palmer is dropping out of overtake range of the two in front. That is not what Palmer wants to be seeing. Your pole sitter took pole by 0.2 of a second. Needs to stay within overtake range if they want their undercut, as Charlotte gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Something's going on with Charlotte there, as she's just completely taking the gravel. Now what? Like drive Charlotte gets a 3-second now. What is going on with this McLaren driver? Charlotte has wing damage, but something's gone on there. Now Palmer burnt everything they have and still not within overtake range. Brakes late. Oh, loses the rear. Massive snap there. Palmer needed to be in overtake range, and they stick within. That was a very risky play there. That's going to burn up their hearts even more. Palmer didn't get it. Palmer didn't get overtake mode. What they sent it on just trying to get, they didn't get Hanko and Max May into the pits. Now Hanko gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is not what they wanted to be seeing. Now Palmer is going to be under the prowess of Bulldog. Charlotte, another 3-second time penalty. Charlotte is drunk. Is Charlotte streaming? Is she streaming her POV? Now Bulldog looking to take it around the outside of Palmer. So does Ted. No, that's Newt. Newt as well. Double overtake. Charlotte gets another 3-second time penalty. Charlotte retires before entering the pit lane. That's another VSC. That's a full course safety car. Safety car is out. Now these medium runners are going to be looking so happy. And like I said, the hard runners, their strategy is gone in the bin. You will have to box again, as mediums will not go to the end of this race. Wow. Like I said, if there is a late safety car result, oh, what the hell? Weber and Ward were making a kid then. What the hell was going on? Newt, I thought it was Ted to be honest, but Newt with a brilliant double overtake on Palmer and Bulldogger puts him up to P3, and now they don't get held up in the pit lane. What's overtaking Poly now? What is going on? First Wads and Weber are making a kid, now Poly's being overtaken into safety car. Excuse me? Maxi gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Wow. Maxi just wasn't watching their delta. Charlotte is crossfade for sure. Does Charlotte have a stream? Was she streaming? Because something's gone on there for her to crash out that much. You can see down the medium runners diving into the pit lane now. Bulldogger stays out. Palmer stays out as well. So they dived in there. So these hard runners will be staying out on track, but everybody else on medium will have a free pit stop onto hard compound tires. So Ussh will be your provisional leader of the race. There's some reason Ussh must get hold up there. It's Offline get the jump. Offline, I thought Offline got the jump on Ussh then. That would have been so crazy. So Charlotte just understeered into the wall. That's unlucky. So everybody, but of course the AI of Murasaki and the top 6 didn't pit. Swift didn't pit. Swift has very much confused me there. The medium runner, mediums, you still have to pit. Mate as well, doesn't pit. Hako, pit. What is going on here, Swift? What has happened? You need to pit onto hards. The hards will go to the end of the race. What? Bullsogger will be leading when we do get the restart for the safety car. So both Williams went for the hard compound strategy, and it's not paid off for them. Magnussen has a drive-through. That is not what me and the other Aston Martin fans will not want to be seeing. RBN is weak-minded and throwing his fit in the RD chat again and wants to resign. Well, do you have any other person you could sign? Do you have somebody you could sign? Like, is there anybody you could sign for Division 2? No, Division 1, sorry. Surely there's somebody who's available for Division 1. Ah, sad. See, I've just been demoted to License 3 and you're going to put me in Division 1. I'm sorry, what? Put me in... There you go. Gene, you've got a driver. No, just like give me drivers. Oh, I'll help you find some after the qualifying after the race. Sure. So, Ussh P7, leading the group of the drivers who pit. Now, who's that into pit lane now? That's Magnussen. Magnussen might be pit. Magnussen retires. And that's our third DNF of the race. JC tell RBN I see is our... Oh, well, my days. Hello, context. It's because... Whoa. So Magnussen retires now. 3 DNFs in this race so far. Your provisional podium is looking like Newt, Offline, and Ussh. Because everybody in front needs to pit. And if they can save their tyres... This is looking like we have a very, very unique podium. It's Webber, Palmer, Bulldogger, and Polly, all quick drivers who were battling for the lead, and now going to have to pit again and lose so many positions. Hey gosh, you shouldn't be calling this peak. Both Williams need to pit. They will lose so many positions. Both Ferraris will need to pit, so this will not be being good for their overall championships. I swear this isn't. I swear this is. What the hell? This. What the hell? So, I believe this was a mistake in the settings. So we are on the broadcast mode of safety car. Wow. You can tell this was a mistake because if Ussh is just... So let's just make sure nobody actually pits. If somebody pits under the safety car, so pretty much top 6 up. If the top 6 changes, then someone's been shafted by the safety car. Nobody has pit yet. Who sets the lobby up? Yeah, Ussh set the lobby up. So still... I think we are retaking control. Yes, we are. Safety car in this lap. Nobody did an unnecessary pit stop. Luckily, the AI didn't make it for them. This is not meant to be, Cat. That's the thing. AQ and Ussh still overtaking each other. What the hell? All right, jumping on board with Bulldogger, who will be taking us on this safety car restart. Now, it's got to be a good one if they want to try and get the jump on Palmer. Very, very slow through the bus stop, looking to get the best exit possible, and they've got somewhat of a jump on Palmer. Holly gets a bad exit though. Any advantage there on Palmer is null and void. Palmer doesn't go for a move, but look at that, offline. Send it round the outside of Ussh. Ussh lets the move get done. Now we have a different provisional race leader. It is the Haas of Offline. Very nicely done there. You can see now all the group, all the bunched up together. Forrestal just letting Nate through, and Hacker will be hoping their teammate does the same as well. Now jumping back to the lead, Bulldog still leads. So that sounded like a big crash there. So I hope nothing's just happened that I missed. You can see now the drivers in front of Offline. Offline should know the drivers in front still have to pit. So Offline, if you're just not too aggressive and still defend off Ussh while keeping an overtake range, it's yours to win, mate. It's yours to win. Come on. Now, looking at this, Palmer is going to look to send it round the outside of Bulldogger. They want one of the most unconventional plays I've seen an overtake get done, but Palmer makes it stick and still has ERS the exact same as the Bulldoggers. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mate, who's off track there? No, someone's just off track there. Oh, speaking of off track, that's Forrestal off track now. Everything's going crazy here. Yeah, Tulio, don't you race Division 3? You just need to go to sleep, mate. Poly is all up on the diffuser of Bulldogger. Bulldogger looking to send it down the inside of Palmer. Palmer leaves the space. Poly does decide to back out of that move. Palmer, though, forcing Bulldogger to take the long way around the outside line. Now, as we begin lap 9, Bulldogger is going to fly past Palmer. Now has Poly on there inside. Palmer's going to be careful to leave the space. Swift and AQ battling out now as well. Poly can't get the exit. Palmer stays ahead. Weber as well looking for the move. As Ted Bulldogger and Palmer switching positions once again. Now Poly gets a much better exit. Gonna try and go for the double overtake. Poly does decide to back out. That would have been a very nice with the overspeed. Poly though still looking to pressure Bulldogger. Now Poly does get the move, mate. 3-second time penalty. That is not going to be good for them, especially when Spa is not the easiest of tracks. Not the easiest tracks to get a 3-second time penalty. You can see now Bulldogger is dropping off with that pace just a bit more. Weber right on the defeater of the Ferrari driver now. AQ also looking to try and get past their teammate. Ussh did re-overtake Offline for the provisional lead of this race, but Offline will not let them get past that easily. Weber and Bulldogger side by side now. Weber has to take the longer line and can't get the move done. All this battling to do is letting Poly and Palmer pull away even more. Now Offline and Newt side by... No, that's not Offline. That was a Newt side by side. Weber and Bulldogger side by side once again. Weber does have the ERS. AQ also watching as their teammate gets overtaken left, right and centre. Big lock up there from what looked like to be Palmer. The other Williams also locks up now, as that's Swift into the pit lane now, almost smacking into the wall. So there we'll have the freshest hard compound tyres on the grid, but it definitely was a mistake to not pit. Now, through Arouge, up Radion. Palmer is pulling away just that bit more. But what's an exit from Bulldogger, going to take back P3. Very nicely done. Now AQ is starting to gain on the Williams. Gonna look to try and take it down the inside. Look at that, a brilliant move there. Both Ferrari drivers, a little bit of wheel constant lock in there from Webber and AQ. AQ does get ahead though. Webber's gonna be on the pass, do get past. Look at Ussh, gaining so much more. Tries to look for a move down the inside of Webber, but can't get the move done. Ussh knows if they don't get past soon, Offline will be trying to overtake them. Now, this is one crazy race. Hard starters are going to drop. Yeah, exactly. Hard starters didn't. Hard starters got cooked with the safety car. Now you can see Ted down to P19. What happened to Ted? I completely missed that. Ted's. Oh my. Wow, Ted. Oh my. To become a DJ. Now Webber. Big lifting coast there. Ussh does an even bigger one. Look at this ERS saved in this Cadillac. Their tank is pretty much full. So is Offline. Both of them will look to try and get past Webber. Ussh is going to be the first of the two to maybe try and attempt to move, but these hards will drop off a lot quicker than the rest of the grids. Now, Murasaki's AI into the pit lane. Ted also into the pit lane. I think we might see our Newt retirement as Ussh flies past Webber. So does Offline. Brilliantly done from these two. Newt as well, also looking to send it down the inside. Almost smacks into Offline. They're going very, very deep. Webber's now going to have the ability to go for a nice switchback, taking back P7. Newt doesn't want to be battling Webber at one bit, as Webber is on those old hard compound tyres now, but Webber doesn't want to go out without a fight. Webber still defending hard, but oh, so close to contact that space, perfectly left. Now Newt with those grippier tyres does fly past Webber. Watts as well, also looking to get past the Williams driver, but can't as of yet. Ussh and Offline looking at their next target of AQ. AQ has dropped out of overtake range of the pack 3 in front. That is not good news for the Ferrari team. Now, Ussh does send it down the inside of AQ. Offline also looking to try and follow suit. Can't as of yet, but Offline does have the ERS advantage on these two. With a little boost of ERS, going to fly past AQ, and these two looking like the main contenders to win this race. Newt and Webber still going side by side, still battling it out. Webber is really trying to create as big of a gap as he possibly can for Palmer, who is leading the race now, coming down Eau Rouge. Newt does re-overtake Webber up. Ready on now, but I think Webber doesn't have the ERS. Poly as well flies past Palmer. Palmer with the overtake mode, without the overtake mode, couldn't do anything about it. Webber's losing positions left, right, centre. That's 3 positions lost now. Rick, Watts and Newt all flying ahead. As we now have now their sights will be set on the drivers in front. Webber really can't compete with the tyre offset. That is a present. Now, Offline and Ussh should know they need to work together if they want to catch up even quick to the packs in front. They might do, Higosh, they might do, but they won't catch up as to where they would be. Like with Palmer Pits, they won't be back up battling for podium and leads. It won't be like it won't be that. But Offline and Ussh battling for provisional P1. Offline big lift there, really not trying to cause any incidents here with the Cadillac driver. Trying to look for a move, decides not to go for a big lifting coast here. Trusting in Ush's pace to drag him closer to the drivers in front. Now Webber being pressured by PW Jones. way behind. We'll have to box again on those mediums, as that's Jacko into the pit lane now. There's now Mate sending down the inside, another retirement. That is Jacko out of this race. Now, this is looking very, very enticing. Poly gets sent on back by Palmer. Bulldogger as well. Gets past Poly. Poly losing 2 positions there. Offline flies past Ussh. Offline waiting for the perfect moment to fly past the Cadillac driver. And now Offline is your provisional race winner. Poly looking to maybe try and send it past. Bulldogger can't as of yet. Jacko left the session. That's off 50 and F so far. Ussh got AQ watching. Seems to be the method. Offline really needs to save more ERS. Their tank is looking a bit low while Ussh is at 100%. Offline, you really need to lift more, my friend. That's more like it. High mid-90s should be enough to keep him ahead. Whether, even with the old ties, is sticking with this pack, which Newt is leading. Now Offline is gaining to the packs to the podium positions in front. Will it be enough? That is your main question. 17 drivers remain, 16 who are able to race. Oh, of course, Murasaki has disconnected us now. We have 2 drivers pitting, Mate and Webber into the pit lane now. Webber hasn't pit the entire race and is now finally diving in to do that. Mandatory pit stop on medium compound tyres are on to this Williams. Now Bulldogger looking back past Parlour. Can't seem to find the move. Ussh though flies fast Offline. These two really are working together for this position. Now AQ knowing that if they watch behind and follow along, they won't lose as much time. Gap to leader, yes, that's penalties. Gap to leader, there you go. Now, still also pit for fresh hard copper tyres. Gonna emerge behind Murasaki's AI. Is taking the W most likely. I mean, no, Offline is still there. It all goes down to who has overtake on the final lap. You know what? Because they are both pushing each other and still overtaking each other. It's whoever's overtake on the last lap will stay ahead. Like that's the thing. Whoever's overtake will win. But all this is the matter. If they can stay with each other and not have an incident. Offline sends it round the outside of Ussh. He's going to not have overtake mode once again. Ush's going to have overtake again. Palmer and Poly into the pit lane. Bulldogger still not pitting yet. Forrest still 3-second time penalty, full corner cutting. As now Ussh has a prime time example to fly past this Haas driver. Coming down the King of Eau Rouge. Up ready on now. Offline really can't defend when the driver behind you has overtake mode. Ussh just flies on by, and that is the move done and dusted for the Cadillac driver. Now, Bulldogger still has a bit of a gap. It's actually fast lap to 46. That's almost my PB. Wow. Anyway, Offline sends it back down the inside of Ussh. Offline really wants to be leading this pack of 2. That's definitely an unconventional type of strategy. Webber and AQ are really going to have to try and push their way through this pack if they want to catch up to the people in front on those fresh and medium compound tyres. All top 10 different constructors. Wow, what spot. Well in. Just a W. That's a very nice spot, oh gosh. That's very nice. That's a very nice spot. That's a brilliant. Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's just clicked my brain. Wow. 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 That's a massive just flipped him rain. Offline going to be leading the race once again for another lap. This is definitely an unconventional strategy. You really want to switch who has overtake mode, but Bulldog into the pit lane now. So now Offline and Ussh are now battling for the race lead. Rick up into P5 now after qualifying P9. A lot of drivers losing positions. I think there might be a wing change there for Bulldogger as well, because they will lose even more time to the rest of the drivers. Webber sits the fast lap of the race with a 46.8. Very nice there. Now, Offline still leading against Ussh. I think Ussh is just letting them pull ahead and burn their tyres even more. Might be the strategy. Now, Rick and Newt looking to push awards for this final podium position. Rick doing big levels of lifting coast. They want to save as much ERS as possible. Now, I'm going to do my back on interval. Wow, I'm so blind. Three seconds, the gap is between Ussh and Wads. That is definitely nice. The gap they've got. Now, Rick saved that ERS. Might be trying to use it. Wads is not burning at all. Newt going to try and take it around the outside. Wads lets the move get done. Rick still buying the time. Palmer gets their first overtake on these fresh mediums up into P8 now. We've got 7 more positions to climb to take the lead of this race. It's Hacko off track and into the wall. What's just happened there to Hacko? Holly now the fast lap of the race with a 46.7. Hacko retires. Something must have happened there to that Alpine. So optimal line yet. Rick now flies past Wads through Radion, but look at this. Rizzler gonna fly past with the extra ERS up into P4 now. Lovely double overtake for the Mercedes driver. Now Newt is gonna have to try and defend hard from the people behind them. Now Ussh still right on the back of Offline. It is just a 2-horse battle for the win here. 4 seconds now, the gap is open up to Palmer. With all this battling going in front, might help them battle for this final podium position, which definitely will mean something. Offline and Ussh now still. Ussh. Offline must be doing something because Ussh is just happily staying behind. Either Offline has this pace or Ussh is just playing the long game here. You can see now Rizzler taking it round the outside of Newt. Oh, backs out here at the last second, but Wads doesn't, taking it round the outside of Newt now. Rizzler gets to get overtaken throughout all of that. Now Rick as well, looking to try and send it on Rizzler. This is some massive battling here as Ussh finally overtakes Offline, coming through into turn 1. Now we have a new race leader, and that is the Cadillac of Darth Ussh. Now, with all this battling, Palmer's already closed the gap by a second. Palmer is definitely on the hunt for these drivers in front. My points go all the way down to P12, so even though Webber is down in P12, it doesn't mean they won't lose. They will not score points for the team. Poly and Bulldog are going at each other, but Offline does fly past Ussh, getting the re-overtake done. Very nice there, as now Webber on AQ also going against each other now. They aren't really helping their cause of catching up to the people in front. Once though, Newt is doing some lovely defending here. Newt, as I said, like it's a 3-second time penalty. That will drop them at least 4 positions if they are not able to pull away now. Newt, big mistake there, and that might cost them the podium. That will cost them the podium unless they are able to pull out 3 seconds in the next 4 remaining laps. Three. What do you mean 3, Sammy? Ooh, drop my phone. Sammy's confused me there. Ussh, not really trying to overtake Offline into the bus stop chicane. About my keyboard lock. I was wondering why he just sent 3. Palmer really failed. Well, Palmer is catching so much to the battling group in front. I don't think they realize what they are doing and allowing the medium runner, a medium runner to catch up. Now Ussh and Offline going at it once again. Offline really trying to burn everything they have to stay ahead. Ussh not trying to burn as much, but also wanting to get past. Still can't as of yet. Palmer just took 0.5 at the bus stop. Yeah, exactly. Palmer's gaining too much. Rugger and Polly flying past each other once again. Wants to just overtake Newt for P3 here. He's going to have to try and find a bowl ASAP. Now Ussh really wanting to take the lead of this race, but he's dropping back just a bit more from Offline. Ussh does have rotate mode though, which will help them so much with how they do something. Now Ussh still not looking for the move as of yet. They are really trying to bide their time till the final lap of this race, when they have rotate mode and will blast on by. Now Newton was side by side now. You can see Palmer in the background of this pack of 5. Palmer is now within eye distance and almost within rotate range. This battle for P3 just got so much more spicier. With Liz Williams gaining now. Offline has actually pulled good little bit of time on Ussh. I don't think Ussh was expecting it. I am so tired. What the hell is up with me? I apologise. Now Jones and Rick battling out. Rick does stay ahead. As Webber and AQ side by side. Now Webber does get the move done. As Newt and Wads still battling it out with each other. Neither want to concede the position. Rizzler really close to Newt now. They are really pulling away from Rick and Jones. Palmer has caught up now, which is what everybody in front didn't want for me to be saying. Ussh still within overtake range of Offline. Ussh still not able to catch up to Offline as much as you'd expect someone with overtake mode to be doing so. Ussh and Offline are literally pretty much have the same ERS burn spots. So it's not down to ERS, it's really just down to pure pace to who will win this. Second to last lap now. It all comes down to just a few more corners. Oh no, already made one overtake on Jones, but Jones gonna send it. Doesn't look for the move right back on Palmer. Maybe the smart play. Gonna try and close their way up to the front of the grid. Now, this battle for P3 is ranging. What is this? All the way down to Poly, pretty much. So that's what, 7 drivers battling for the final podium position, and Newt, who's leading it, has a 3 seconds. Now, if we go interval to leader, 6. So pretty much Newt will drop all the way down to around P9, maybe just below, with that 3 second. Now Rick getting sent on by Palmer. Rick has to allow the Williams to get the move done. But Rick saved that bit more ERS, trying to use the overspeed. Looks like they will. Getting real close to Palmer now, forced over the 3 second time penalty. That's another one into the books for the Alpine driver. Whoa, looks, that's very, very risky there from Palmer. Looks like 2 defensive moves. That's now, oh, big slide there from Rick. Was going to fly past Newt. As we enter the final lap of this race now, Newt still looking to defend their position as hard as they can. Rick and Jones still now going at it with each other. These drivers are on 17 lap old hard compound tyres. Coming through Rouge, up rally on now. This is some clean racing from these two. Oh, as I say that, Newt into the wall. Is that Wads out? Wads is into the wall. Wow, catching each other's wheel. That is throwing everything out of the window. Rizzler is now leading. Palmer losing 2 positions now. Bulldog is making their way up through the pack. Rick as well also trying to fly past Palmer. Newt retires. They've given up. Now we've got to focus our attention back on the leaders. That is just the complicated case. Yes, it is. Oh my days. But now Offline has one final sector to save their ERS and defend from us. Yeah, clean racing. Guys, this is some very clean racing. What do you think of it? But Rizzler now has a second on PWJones, so Rizzler might be taking this final podium position here. Wads has wing damage. Oh! I thought Webber just hit Wads then. You can see now Offline and Ussh spinning everything they have. But I think Ussh has it in the bag. Offline out of ERS. Ussh still has that bit more spare. Straight line mode activated. Coming down into the bus stop chicane. Worcester's one final defensive move going to happen for Offline. Bit of contact there. Ussh and Offline both go deep. Offline lets Ussh through. And I think Offline must have done a bad defensive move there as Ussh wins here at Spa. Rizzler will take the final podium position to finish P3. PWJones P4, Bulldog are P5, Palmer P6, Poly P7, Rick P8, AQA and Burber still going side by side now. Going across the line, big slide there, AQ almost spinning it, still sliding out, and that's P10 for the Ferrari drivers. Oh my days! Was into the wall again. I wouldn't mind a mute commentator at times. Nah, you're fine. What a race this had been. So, with this being one hell of a race, what is that? 7 DNFs in this race, and we still had one entertaining finish. I think Offline has just done the right thing there. I think if they kept the win, Ussh would have punished them with a proper report. Now, as you will see if you are in IMS, drivers are going to be going at it with each other now because of how many incidents there was. We had a lot of DNFs and a lot of everything happened. There was just a Ferrari in the pit lane. Did somebody else see that? Please tell me somebody else caught that. Please tell me Stream caught that. Well, Ussh is your winner here today at Spa. Rizzler does get driver of the day, but I think it should go to PWJones. P17 to P4. What a comeback race that was for the McLaren driver. Now, just 1.5 tenths separating Offline and Ussh. We had all the way down to P7, P8. Sorry, there were different teams in positions. No, it wasn't. Sorry, Poly P7. I apologize, but still, one hell of a race. Newt does get the finish even after DNFing, but there won't be any points. Charlotte, 29 seconds of penalties. Stewards, if she gets rewarded, something might actually go to it. But one hell of a race it was. And thank you all for having me. Have a brilliant rest of your